here we go. Sorry. A quick flashback to one of the Batman movies where the Joker was saying that, and one of his exploits and trying to torment the Batman. And here we go. Anyway, thank you for joining me today. It's still a glorious day. Anytime we have not necessarily sun and fun abounding, but we're able to say how lucky, how fortunate we are, and how much gratitude we can express to ourselves first, to our Creator, and then to maybe one other person that we may come in contact with today, either via phone, text, or bumping into someone in the street. Nothing critical or earth-shattering today in these words from me and from you, from my heart to your ears. It seems like, I know it's only been a day since I did the last presentation, but this is a new day, obviously. And also, this moment is a new moment. This moment, if you will, is a new now. I know these silly, maybe simple words coming from this guy behind the microphone and maybe reaching you on a day when you have nothing else to do but entertain me on this subject called resilience. But I appreciate that. We have so much going on in this world today that's difficult for us to center, get quiet, not to hide, but to make sure we have our senses about us and we have some access to that fleeting thing called sanity. Then on top of that, I throw at you every day this concept and this context of resilience. Additionally, the tagline, not being having this quality and this power and force that I say we all have within us. The tagline of not just resilience, a short introductory definition, resilience, comma, the beauty of presence. Now, none of those words by themselves gives you exact and crystal clear clarity on what I mean by bringing up this topic called resilience, giving you maybe what I'm considering next level, deeper context, the beauty of your presence. And notice I didn't say really the beauty of your presence. It's the beauty of presence, which means just like the resilience term, just like the beauty, and just like the presence, what I'm proposing to you is something that, although we've never met before, you and I share that. We share this talent, this grace from our respective creators. We cannot argue that you and I, somewhere in the galaxies and the billions, gazillions of souls and energies out there, you and I were selected, insisted to be here. Now I know it's reverse logic. We're here, therefore we were created to be here. I know. That's pretty lacking in depth as far as a definition or even context. But humor me. Right now, this person speaking to you, let a lot of fluff or pomp and circumstance, giving you a rendition, a perspective, a new perspective for you today on resilience. And not that is a very sexy word, nor is beauty, nor is presence. I'm giving to you what I would say learned, have observed, and continue to communicate how much I appreciate the exposure to not just the words, but the deeper meaning that kind of gives me the substance to even answer further the next term or next question about what drives me to do what I do. Not the how part, not even the why part. Although you might say, if you've listened to other 820 episodes, I mentioned the why part in terms of my purpose, my message, my voice. Let me restate that. It's not mine, not that I own my message, not that I own my voice, not that I own my purpose. It really is the purpose, the voice, the intention that I want to do every day just because it feels like something that has bubbled up in me. No, it wasn't gas, it wasn't a burp, but it's been percolating, and now it just comes out almost scarily naturally, because I typically don't write down, a script for this. I do jot down some notes, some outline of what I would like to touch on, but there's no verbose written speech. Let me sit back here and read it to you, and hopefully it strikes your attention or piques your fancy. I don't know how it comes. All I know is I've been filled with inspiration, and just like you, we were insisted to be here. We were insisted by a power and force way beyond probably even our comprehension, yet we are here. And what's that mean? We exist here. But again, more reverse logic. We exist here, but we were insisted to be here. Remember I said maybe several months ago, maybe even a year ago, about the miracle that you can witness every single day. Not in your ability to get up out of the bed when you have a bad back, or able to pay a bill when you're down your last nickel, or the smile of your baby, or the embrace of your spouse. No, the miracle you see in the mirror, which is you. Given all the options and the odds against you and I even coming into existence through your mother's birth channel. We were one of maybe, millions of little cells that had to fight through in her womb to latch on to that egg and then to grow into who you are, who I am. So, pardon me for waxing a bit on some, not nostalgia, but some more fluffy terms that are not new to you now. These are ones I've used before, but I find it important not to educate you. I cannot do that. I only seek to change your perspective on this present moment about resilience. In this case, to remind myself first to remain centered, aligned with what I've been taught, what I've experienced, and throughout the bad stuff, throughout the ugly stuff, hopefully give you a more, not sanitized, but a cleaner version, the signal throughout the noise that I've either created for myself, that I have produced for myself, but what was created for me and for you is a clarity and peace for us to connect today. Stay present, stay current. No matter where you are in this world, please remember, it's always 820.